I recently bought a home that has 19 fruit trees on a very small lot. I have fig, cherry, pear, apple, apricot, peach, plus about 10 blackberry bushes planted very close to the house. The yard is pretty overgrown, and I'm concerned about pests with the amount of fruit it produces and some other neglected landscaping. I decided to have 12 of the 19 fruit trees removed. A few are diseased, a few are too close to the house, and others were planted so close together that their branches are starting to grow into one another. And frankly, I don't want to run the equivalent of a small commercial orchard out of my home. I had landscapers remove the blackberries today, and while they were working, a neighbor stopped by to tell me how sad he was to see them be taken out. Apparently, he and his daughter harvested about 20 pounds of blackberries a year from my bushes. We talked for a while, and he got a little testy when I said I was removing some of the fruit trees. I've also had several other neighbors stop while I'm working in the yard to tell me how much they love the fruit trees and ask me to keep them. I understand why they're attached to them. The previous owners apparently let neighbors pick fruit, and I actually think it's really sweet that the yard has become a bit of a neighborhood orchard over the years. I'm keeping 7 fruit trees, and I'm more than happy for neighbors to continue picking from those. But I also feel like 19 fruit trees and 10 blackberry bushes is an insane amount for such a small residential lot, especially when I'm the person responsible for maintaining them, cleaning up fallen fruit, dealing with pests, pruning, etc. I feel a little guilty taking away something the neighborhood has enjoyed for years, but at the same time, I bought the house, and I'm the one who has to maintain the yard. AITA for removing most of the fruit trees even though my neighbors want me to keep them. Edit. To add context, it's a 0.09 acre lot with 19 fruit trees. Of the 12 being removed, a professional arborist who specializes in fruit trees said 3 were too close to the house and the roots could cause foundation issues, 4 are extremely diseased, 3 are stunted because of more mature neighboring trees that are too close, and 2 are aesthetic reasons. 8 of the 12 are smaller, and the arborist is going to attempt to salvage them. Edit 2. Appreciate all of the feedback. There is still going to be a big variety, and neighbors will be welcome to pick. I'll have a fig, 3 very large apricots, a cherry, an apple, and a pear. There are other non-fruit trees on the small lot too, so there is still a ton of variety and shade. One of the aesthetic tree removals also has large limbs growing about 6 feet over the sidewalk, and we're concerned about liability if someone runs into walking or on an e-scooter. Hard situation for sure, but we're trying to be mindful of the neighbors and character of the house.